Hey guys, I've been thinking of downscaling my collection and limit myself to maximum 6 watches because I've had such a lot of watches over the years. I sold a lot of them. I bought a lot of them. I sold a lot of them. There are some I rebought, uh, and I ended up with this big box for 10 watches, but even this wasn't enough. And I'm like, this needs to stop. This has to stop. So there are watches I'm already selling, like the Seiko Flighty and the Vintage, and I am going to sell all of these here as well. So the Vostok, the Citizen, the two Citizens, and the Islander. And what's gonna stay is the Triton, the Solar Tuner, and I put the original plastic shroud back on it, and this pop of color is just so awesome. And so this watch with the blue shroud on the Jubilee is just, it's like a new watch almost. So yeah, my favorite watch, the Tuna, if I had to have only one watch, it was, it would be the Tuna, this one here. Then I have the Sumo, which is going to get a new domed sapphire crystal soon, I hope. Then I have the SKX, which started my collection, and the King Samurai. Yeah, so far I'm gonna keep these, and my long-term goal actually is to get an MM300 and a CWC SBS diver, but for that, of course, I will have to sell at least 2 watches, because my policy from now on is I have maximum 6 watches, and if I get one has to go. So they have to go. The Flight is not here because it's already inside its box. And yeah, I have this one here, which is a quartz Seiko, which isn't running because the battery went bad inside, but I got it for free from a relative who doesn't want it anymore, so this one doesn't count, Oh yeah, and by the way, oh yeah, this is the same with this Casio here. Battery went bad. So yeah, and what did I want to say? Yeah, there is the G-Shock GD350, which I'm also selling because I only need one G-Shock. And this is it. That's the only G-Shock I need. So yeah, all these have to go away. The NY0040 is an awesome little watch, and especially with the upgraded lume and the upgraded movement, it's even better than ever, but I just don't really wear it enough. The Islander, it's beautiful, but somehow I also don't really wear it enough, and the lume is, oh, it's just so pathetically weak in comparison to all of these watches here and the two Citizens. The lume of the Islander is pathetically weak. It's just oh my, how did Mark at Long Island watch do that? He got everything right about this watch, everything except the lume. Oh, come on. This watch with a strong lume, like the SKX, this watch would be perfect. I'm not joking. It's got everything going for it. Quartz, day and date, beautiful. Yeah, but the lume is trash compared to, the SKX and all of these here. Compared to the Vostok, of course, the Islander has amazing lume. And what about this one? It's a very nice, beautiful watch, and it's just so good looking, and the lume is excellent. But if I had to limit myself to 6 watches, well, I have to limit myself to 6 watches. I cannot keep more, otherwise I have more. So 6 stays, all the rest must go. You know, I have to draw the line, otherwise I will never be happy, because, you know, there are people who have many watches, 10 watches, 10 plus watches, maybe 20 watches, and they are happy with their collection. Good for them, you know. If you are like that, enjoy your collection. I'm not telling anybody to sell watches, you know. I'm sharing my experience, I'm sharing my journey, I'm sharing my thoughts. It doesn't mean that anybody has to follow me, you know. You do you, follow your heart. If you're content with many watches, good for you. If you have many watches but you're not happy like me, you have to scale down. And you know, some of these watches I bought because they have amazing specs, like the Islander, because they look cool, like the Vostok, because yeah, this one is like, it looks great, amazing lume. The NY, it's got real military history, you know, heritage. But what does it matter if I don't really wear them, you know? For me, I have to wear my watches. I have to wear them, and I can't wear. You know, there is only so many watches. There are only so many watches I can wear. You know, I have 2 wrists, and one of them is occupied by the Apple Watch because it's just so useful. So I have one other wrist, and more than 6 watches is just overwhelming. It's just too much, too many. I don't have enough room in my life, in my head, on my wrist for more than 6 watches. So yeah, and eventually when I get the MM300, which I really want to get, it's gonna be the King Samurai, which will have to go. And when I get the CWC SBS diver, which I really want to get, then it will have to be the SNE, which will have to go away, you know. The Triton is just such a beautiful watch, big beautiful watch with amazing lume, with a classic style. I can't get rid of this one. The Tuna is my top favorite, you know. I have already said if I had to have one watch, it would be the Tuna. So it's never gonna go away. The Blumo is just such a special watch. It's got the signed crown, you know, because it's the 2nd generation 6R15 movement, and it's the case design is just so beautiful, and this blue is very beautiful. All it needs is a new crystal and a strap code bracelet. The SKX, you know, eventually I might get rid of the SKX if, you know, if there is something, if I have a reason, you know. But it has such a timeless design, classic style. Lume is great, size is great, and the Seiko Jubilee is the best bracelet ever. Yeah, so what should I say? That's how we stand. These are going away, and the Flighty and the G-Shock GD350, these are staying. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get rid of the big box here, and I'm gonna have this box for 6 watches, and I don't want to have more than 6 watches anymore in my life. Yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.